Hello traders, The title of the video is what is importance of economy news in Forex market. For new traders, the Forex stand for foreign exchange. We are talking about currencies. All right. I've been asked an essential question. In fact, I'm very pleased that a trader did ask me that question. What is the importance of economy news in the forex market? Now, I can, depending on the question that the trader is asking, sometimes trader asks all kind of questions because they are beginners, but sometimes trader ask question when they are going through a period of a transition. A trader that is impulsive, going all over the place, becoming a composed trader, a trader that is a beginner trader maturing to become a better trader. That trader asks some specific question. Now, how do I know? Because I went through the same process when I was trading forex all over the place. And then I start asking those questions. What is the importance of economy news? Because when I start trading forex first, I didn't care one bit about economy news until the forex markets taught me a lesson that I never forget. All right. So when trader asked me a question like this, it reminded me myself those days when I was going through it and understand clearly what they are asking. All right. So let's get started. I would like to encourage traders, even if you discount the economy news, to watch the full length of this tutorial because it will help you to become a more composed trader. Now, the mistake that I made at the beginning was that I didn't care about the news. I thought that the news will not influence the technical analysis, all right? That those that were talking about the news were just looking for excuses to justify their losses, all right? But the economy news will affect, the technical trading. Very, very important. So I learned a lot of things on YouTube, on the web, because of the experience of other traders. So if somebody record a video and talk about it. I'm learning about SEO, how to help my website, and some traders talk about their experience, what they are doing, what they've been through. It's very, very useful, my friend. It is free, in fact, because somebody have passed through that stage. Okay, they go through the mess, the pain, and the suffering, and they explain it to you, and they tell you, don't do it again. My friend, listen to the experienced people, people who have done it, who have been through there. I'm not saying that you have to take every word that is said by, literally. All I'm saying, acknowledge, listen to the experience. It will help you. Now, like this video now, I'll start talking about it. Something that will switch off. I've done the same thing in the past. But I'm begging you not to do the same thing like me because it will cost you. All right, don't do the same thing. Watch it in full. Not only watch it in full, try to put it into use that will be useful to you. All right. What is the importance of economy news in forex market? So I put down four very, very important points that one must not ignore. Okay. The first one is that the economy news will always influence the technical trading in the forex market. Now you can disagree with me. You can bang the table. You can say that it's all down to the price. If you are making an excellent decision just to the price without paying attention to the economy news, you are a very, very lucky person. You can write it on your forehead and say, I'm a lucky trader. Hope it works for you all the time for the life of you as a forex trader. So the economy news will always influence technical trading in forex. So you say, George, that's not enough. You are not explaining. You just telling me. What do I mean by that? It means that, you want to sell, for instance. There is a technical reason to buy or to sell. All right? And you want to buy. So you want to buy the euro, you want to buy, the pound yen because they are positively correlated. You want to buy the British pound US dollar because they all are giving you a signal to sell, to buy, okay? You want to buy. You are applying a top-down trading method, as George has said. You see the setup. George said that a higher low above any triangle is a higher probability trading setup. George also said that a lower high below any triangle is a higher probability trading setup. Okay, so you are using your high probability trading setup, technically speaking, and you apply a top-down trading method. Okay, the setup, the signal, a low-risk entry point. You say, why do I care about economy news? I don't need economy news. You do, you do. All right. Now, because, all right, in the forex market, one cannot get away with the economy news. I remember years ago when I was trading forex using my MACD 8 34.9 or 24.9 on the 3 minute time frame with my stochastic 833 doing my own trade. And sometimes it's amazing, yeah. Sometimes it work my favor, sometimes it work against me. So because I don't bother to check the economy news, I'm taking my signal, doing my own thing as a technical trader. And sometimes suddenly I see 100 pips. Okay, so it work in my favor, and I grab it very fast because I'm very quick to grab profit. So I smile, and then I go and see where this is coming from. Okay, it's a beautiful surprise, yes or no? And sometimes I'm trading and everything looks good, and I have many trade open using the correlation between currency pair by the euro, by the British pound US dollar, by the British pound yen. Okay, I'm doing my own thing, and out of the blue, or you go and take something in the kitchen, or you step away, or you look a little bit away, and you look on your screen, all your trade disappear, zero. You lost £100, £200, £300, because of the economy news. That's it. So the economy news will always influence technical trading, especially in the forex market. So it makes sense. It is reasonable. It is rational. It is prudent. It is wise for forex traders to pay attention to the economy news. That's the first thing I need to say to you. So first thing, the economy news will influence technical trading in the forex market. The second point I put down for traders talking about the importance of the economy news in the forex market is this. Do not trade forex if you hate economy news. Is my microphone working correctly? Can you hear me clearly? If not, let me know in the comment section. I want to repeat this again one more time. Do not trade forex, the foreign exchange. Do not trade currencies if you hate to check the economy news. All right. It's just that's it. That's how important are the economy news in the forex market. They are popping up. I'm going to show you in a minute. Okay, on the website. Okay, so stay with me. I want you to watch it. It won't work if you are a forex trader. I see. I'll tell you a story which I mentioned before. Is that I purchase, okay, a trading service from a trader, okay? So I pay him money, all right, for his system as a new trader those years. So if you purchase our system, don't think that I never purchased. I purchased many systems in the past, okay? Now, so trader, that's why I know a little bit about trading system. So he will trade live, okay? This is somebody trading live with his own trading account. When he has a losing trade, you see that he got a losing trade to show credibility for his method and his ability to trade forex. So when you open his chart, he will show he's buying, he buy, he want people to follow him. But sometimes what I've noticed, quite often, this guy can trade, he's a technical trader. Most of the losing trade that do happen are related to economy because he was a technical trader that was not paying attention to the economy news. That's why I am saying to you that do not trade forex if you hate economy news. Why? Because most traders cannot even trade forex perfectly as a technical trader. So most traders are struggling. Okay, most traders okay have issue with trading. Okay, that's normal. Okay, they will go through it. But if you want to trade forex, plus your own weaknesses as a technical trader, and you are ignoring the news, it's not going to work. The reason why I was telling you the story that I'm telling you now is because that is a technical trader that can trade very well. All right. Now, why is he having a losing trade? He's having a losing trade, though he's a very good trader. He's having a losing trade by ignoring the economy news. So do not ignore the economy news or do not trade Forex if you hate the economy news. You can tell your friends or anybody that is trading Forex that George, said that. And I'm okay with that, okay? Talking about the importance of the economy news in the forex market, the third point that I put down for traders is this: do not trade the economy news, but the price. So you see, George, now I'm getting confused. You are saying to me that economy news will influence technical trading in the forex market. You are saying to me not to trade forex if I hate economy news. Now you are telling me, George, not to trade economy news, but the price action. Let me explain myself. Very often, a lot of traders who learn about the economy news thinks that they should trade the news. So if the news is bearish, people want to sell, yes or no? If the news is bullish, people want to buy. But it's not always the case. You may have a very bearish news and the price may go up. Have you ever seen that before? You may have a very bullish news and the price may go down. Why? Because sometimes the price will go ahead of the news. So people are expecting it to be bullish. A lot of people believe that it will be bullish. So they start buying. So those are speculative traders. They are buying it, buying it, buying it, buying it, buying it, and they push it too far before the news is released. Now the news is very bullish, but the price has already done his job. What's going to happen? It's going to go down. Or sometimes people may expect the news to be bearish and they will be correct. So they are selling it, selling it, selling it. And now the news come out, the news bearish. People are thinking to sell, but the price went down already. Now, technically speaking, it break the common sector line and the test is going to go up. So that's why I'm saying to traders, do not trade the news, trade the price action. So you may say, why do I need the news then, George? I was trading the price action. That's why I say you do not need the news. But I am saying to you, if you are a technical trader that is trading a price action and you want to ignore the news, what did I say? Do not trade Forex. The news will always influence technical trading in the Forex market. So it's not contradictory or okay when I'm saying to you, do not trade the news by the price action, which is bringing us to the fourth point that I put down, which is very, very important point. It is the fourth point is this: it is better to trade after the economy news or trade the news with confirming patterns. That's the fourth point. It is better to trade after the news or trade the economy news in the forex market with confirming patterns. So, in my experience, I thought that it's better if you have a high impact news, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. All right, it's better to trade after the news. So you know the time when the news is about to be released. You wait for the news to be released first. I would say to trader when a news is released, it's also better to wait like 30 minutes at least. Or even sometimes you have to wait even 1 hour until the dust has settled. Sometimes you may rush into it only to be cooked. Sometimes it's better to wait and then after a while the market will settle. Before I forget, if the news are released on Friday, all right, it's better to go away. All right, it's better to go away because if you want to wait after the news, you may end up losing. If it's Friday, be careful. If it's also Monday, be careful. News that are released in the forex market weekend, stay away. Just stay in your under your duvet, all right? Don't trade them. News that are released during the Asia session, if that's the only session that you can trade, I can only feel sorry for you. All right? If that's the only session that you can trade, I feel sorry for you. Place only one trade, all right, and see it through. If you get paid, then take the next one. Do not overtrade during the Asia session. I never recommend to traders to trade the Asia session, talking about the Forex market, talking about weekend when Forex market is open. Wait Monday morning when London is open at 8 a.m. London time. That's 1700 Australian time, yes or no? All right. It's a 9 hour between us and Australia. By the way, a trader did ask me this essential question. This is a TST trader. And I have a high respect for that trader for the question that he's asking, showing that a bit of maturity going on in that trader. And I can understand what's going through the mind of that trader when traders are asking questions like this. Another thing I need to mention to traders, those are traders that are TST traders did pay me some money in the past, right? For purchasing my system. I have a priority for those traders, but sometimes, can you believe it? I make those traders wait as I'm speaking for trader for free on YouTube. Can you believe that? So you have to show respect to those traders. I need to mention it. Or if you are TST trader, thank you very much for your patience and a minute. So it's better to wait for the news to be released first. Okay, so if you are trading Forex, you need to come to www.forexfactory.com. Let me write it for you on my chart here so you can see it if you are a new trader. All right, I want you to see it. All right, okay, okay, for new trader, forexfactory, okay, .com. Can you see it? Can you see it? It's there. Can you read it? That's it. Forexfactory.com. That's the number one website for economy news if you are trading for it. That's my favorite one. So what I'm saying to you, trade after you see here. So when you come to this website, you see all this blah blah blah. Click on this one, calendar. Because usually they will show you for the day, that particular day, like today only. But you want to see it for the whole week. That's what you want to see for the whole week. The whole week. And when you open the page like this, pay attention to the red envelopes. You see, what's the day today? Today is the 17th of September, isn't it? So during the week, you want to pay attention to the red envelope. The red envelopes are the high impact economy news. You're not going to get. Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this one. This is Wednesday, late Wednesday, going to Thursday. Look at that. All right. So sometimes the news, high impact news after high impact news after high impact news after high impact news after high impact. That's what I say to you. Do not trade forex if you ignore economy news because they're going to influence your technical trading. That's why a lot of forex traders are losing more than the stock traders. So you may say, well, George, I may as well trade stock. Well, it's up to you. It's up to you. See it is up for you. All right. Okay. So you see here, oh, impact, high impact news. So you see the US dollar is relating to United States. All right. If you see New Zealand like the NZD, like I want to speak in my Texas accent, NZD. All right. I'm speaking with my Texas accent. All right. That's New Zealand. Okay. That's AUD. That's Australian. You know straight away it's relating to the economy in Australia. JPY. That's Japan. CHF. Switzerland. All right. EU, EUR. Euro. All right. And so on. And so on. GBP. British pound. And so on. CAD. Canadian. So you want to pay attention to the red envelopes. But sometimes, this is it. Very, very important point, my friend. Sometimes the envelope may not be red. You say, oh, I don't have to pay. They all do influence the market. Why you will notice, all right, very often before the red envelopes news are released, all right, okay, the market sometimes may be consolidating. They are waiting for the market, the price. They were waiting for that news. So they are playing a consolidation until the news is released. And the news is released, and sometimes you may see a quick reaction, like coming down very fast or going up very fast. All right. That's sometimes a quick reaction. Sometimes the news will be released and people you won't see any reaction, which is a muted reaction. MUTED. Muted reaction. You think that the dust has settled. It hasn't. And then after 30 minutes later, boom, it calmed down. When you are playing with the currency correlation, all right, so somebody buying a euro and then buying the British pound US dollar and buying the Australian dollar US dollar, buying the pound yen all together in a basket of currency pair because of the correlation between those currency pair, ignoring hedging and so on, that person can get into trouble. Sometimes the news may be released, okay, affecting the euro may go up. People will be thinking that the British pound US dollar will also go up together, but may go down first. So when news are released, don't have many positions open. So understand this. Because the news it will affect technical trading, your number one priority should be not to lose. Take my word for it and quote me everywhere. When you are trading Forex, remember this, your number one priority is not to lose because most Forex traders are losing all the time. If you adopt a defensive measure in the Forex market, you are likely to survive. Talking about even having your trading account open for some time and remaining in the Forex market for some time, adopt always a defensive measure. Don't have many positions open all over the place. That's it. Trade after the news. Wait patiently to the data to settle. Know your trading setup. Master them and trade only those. All right? That's what I'm saying to you. In the forex market, that's it. Trade on the edge of a trend line, on the edge of a pitchfork tool, and so on. Do not trade in the night during the Asia session. I say all the time, trader don't listen to me. I've done it. I trade the London session, I trade the New York session, then I stay up, trade the Asia session. No sleep. This is a true story. When I said this, trader don't believe me. One time I didn't sleep for 3 days. Have you ever done that in your life? But people don't believe me when I say that. It's a crazy thing. I mean, you can see the desperation for somebody not even trying to sleep for 3 days. It's crazy, isn't it? It's a madness. In fact, it's a madness. When you lose, you lose, you lose, you lose, and you get to a point you are asking a lot of questions. What is working in this messy market? And you are trying to figure out. That's what's happened. You can't sleep. It's not because you could not sleep, but you just can't sleep. That's it. So trade after the news. So we don't want the video to be too long. All right, that's it. Those are the 4 points, 22 minutes. That's enough. All right, when it comes. So you come here. All right, if you want to ignore any other news. All right, the red envelopes are high impact news. But any other news is also so important. You see, it's all lined up. So like today, look at today. By the time that you are seeing here, these are Eastern time. So in relation to London, that's 5 hours. We are ahead of them 5 hours. So when they say 10 a.m., that's 1500 in London. Okay, those are Eastern time. Okay. Now, one more thing, because we are talking about economy news, don't forget on Wednesday, years ago, every Wednesday I was losing. And I didn't even know why I was losing most of the time. I will be trading Monday, Tuesday, consistently achieving my winning trend. And then on Wednesday, I give everything back. And I thought that Wednesday was my bad day. You know what? It was this news here, 3:30 p.m. crude oil inventory. And we talk about this all the time, and a lot of forex traders don't even bother about it. It's about the experience, wasting money, and we talk about those things like traders speak to us on YouTube, and people don't pay attention. I mean, good luck with losing your money. I mean, if you have, I said this 100 times, if you have so much money, all right, and you want to waste it, go to our channel, our website. There is a button there, PayPal button for donation. Donate or use YouTube or whatever they call it, all right. The dollar sign there, okay. Super chat, okay, to donate to us, all right. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your money. Now, here it is. Your broker, if your broker loves you, they will tell you. The broker who care don't want their client to lose because when the clients are losing so much, they will close their account. They don't have any more clients. You see? So they see that news 3:30 p.m. every Wednesday. Sometimes they change it for other news. So my general rule that I follow, which I recommend to traders, If you are somebody struggling with the economy new trading as a forex trader, don't trade, okay, or take one trade a day only from the first to the eighth each month. First to the eighth, you may decide not to trade, or maybe one trade a day. That's it. Carefully. Also, between the 15 to the 18, try to avoid those days. First to the 8th, 15 to the 18. If you're doing that, you can stay away from a lot of trouble because you can't cope with the new. You say, George, it's too much for me. At least do that. Okay, is that something you do? Pay attention to Wednesday, 3:30 p.m. Core inventory. Check when they're going to raise it. The first Friday of the month, they have the non-farm employment, okay, data. Very bad news will mess up the whole day. Trade after the news, after the dust has settled. If it's Friday or Monday, be careful. So talking about the importance of the economy news in the forex market, okay, the first thing that I say to traders, very, very important point, the news will influence technical trading in the forex market. For those reasons, I created two web pages at www.stochastic-market.com. If you come here, all right, you see here, this is my website. This is my first website. I'm thinking maybe to change this website soon. All kind of thing going on here. Okay, this is my website. So when you come to www.stochastic-market, all right, you want to place your cursor on the word more. You see this word more? You see this drop down menu. You scroll down. Be sure to read everything on this one, this web page here. Forex trading days. For those of you who want to do something about the economy news in the forex market, please find a time when you are free, really free. All right? And then just go there and click on it. All right? Wait for the page to load and read everything that is said on that page. The next one that I also recommend to traders is same thing. Come here, click on the words. Just place your cursor, don't click on it. So place it there and scroll down to Forex trading hours. So two web pages are stochastic dashboard. The first one, Forex trading days, and the next one, Forex trading hours. I highly recommend to all Forex traders to check those two web pages so they may understand the importance of the economy news in the Forex market. It's all down to the day, it's all down to the hours, it's all down to the impact the economy news may have on you. You may be the best technical trader, you may be using the best technical trading system, you may do everything that you're supposed to do, but you have no control over the news. So if you don't have control over something, what do you do? What do you do, my friend? All right? You can avoid it. Okay, you can avoid it. That's a simple way to handle it. So you can't control it, you just avoid it. So can you control hurricane? You can't control hurricane. What do? You leave the city. That's it. Can you control earthquake? No. You leave the city. So you just avoid it and then come back later. Okay, that's it. So somebody may say you are not courageous, you are not confident. They say, well, that's your problem. That's my money, yes or no? So you just trade after the news, or you do not trade at all. Or if you are so addicted to trading, place one trade, keep your eyes on it. If they take your money, you say, well, I'm not losing again. And you go away, you come back another trade. The question I'm asking, what's the point of wasting money if you can use that money for better things in life? That's it. The excitement of trading is not the only thing in this life. There are better things that people can do in this life. But sometimes it's amazing. We are addicted to trading. We see those, okay, you're looking at those charts, all right, you're very, very excited, okay, about it. Like now, this is the dollar, South Africa, right? All right. And we get too excited. We see the price, you see here. This is it. People doing all kind of things, wasting money here and there, or moving stop loss, or kind of thing. This is no. So, what is the importance of economy news in the forex market? The news influence technical trading in forex market. That's the first point. Okay. Second point, do not trade Forex if you hate the economy news. The third thing that I say to traders, do not trade the economy news, but trade the price. So this is a common mistake. Trader will pay attention when they see the red envelope, so they just go and sell. All right. So they read the news, or they read the news, they go into the paper, they go on the web, they do a bit of research, they say I must buy. Now, sometimes traders do that. All right. Especially on a 3 minute time frame, we count 5 minutes before the news is released. We see a bearish chart pattern, or we apply idiom with principle. We take a gentle trade. Are you using 10 pip? All right. It's a speculative trade. If they kick you out, or you know that it's kick you out, sometimes it may work beautifully. But you don't want to waste your time on those things. So do not trade the news, trade the price action. So even if the news is released is bullish, doesn't mean that the price will go up. The news is bearish, doesn't mean that the price will be bearish. So after the news, it does settle, okay, concentrate on the price and flow with the price, and you will be making better decisions. The fourth point that I made is that, okay, it's better to trade after the news or trade in the news with confirming patterns. So sometimes they may have, it's not always the case, they may have, for instance, a bearish news. And then sometimes you see a clean cut, a bearish chart pattern. All right? And then we play with it and it works beautifully. Sometimes they may have a bullish news, and then later on we see a clean cut, okay, bullish chart pattern, and then we play with it and it works beautifully. But at the end of the news, the day, the news always changes. Okay, it's always changing the dynamics of technical trading. So though we see those the pattern, when we are trading them after the news, we need to be careful. Sometimes the news will be released, you won't see a quick reaction. The reaction will be latent. So it's bearish. People say, oh, everybody was saying that it's going to be bearish, you see. And I say, it's not bearish, you see, it's not bearish. We can continue to trade. Why people worry so much about it? And then you are doing your own thing. 30 minutes later, here it comes. That long tendency buy everybody was waiting for. Now they start selling. Or sometimes they will sell first other financial instrument. You understand why? What is going on? Because the hedge fund have a bigger, okay, trading account. They have a bigger exposure in the market. So a bad news happening, okay, it's going to affect their portfolio, okay. So they need to be very careful. So they have to, if they want to sell or buy another financial instrument or divest, they are very, very careful because they don't want the crowd to trade against them. So sometimes a bearish news may be released, and you are wondering why there is no reaction. But there are discussions going on behind the scene, or they may go first and sell another financial instrument, or clean another portfolio first before they may see the reaction. So no one knows what's going to happen after the news, really. All right. So all we are doing, we are just speculating, really. So that's why I say to traders, be very patient, especially if you see the red envelope. If you want to ignore them, all right, you say, George, I'm a stubborn trader that love to lose, all right, and you want to ignore them. At least minimum, know when those news are released. So when you are trading, you are checking the clock and see, well, soon they will be releasing that news. So if you have 3 or 4 positions open, do me a favor. If some of them are already profitable, just close them and go away. Don't leave them open. Even if you are a swing trader, that's why I come to the conclusion that okay, a lot of news are released, okay, during the first week of the month. So one can stay away from the forex market from the first to the 8th and between the 15th to the 18th. But does it mean that if you are doing that, okay, should you ignore the news? No. The news will always catch up with you if you are trading for it. So you may say, George, I must well trade stock. The stock traders also, the news will affect them. But I think the news is affecting more the forex market than any other market. At the end of the day, as a technical trader, it's prudent and wise to combine all the time the economy news and the fundamental. So you see a technical setup, okay, you want to use a trading system, you implement a top-down trading method. Check the news, check the fundamental. It took me some time to understand that, to speak to traders like this. So if you are a new trader, you're using technical trading, that's not the only way forward. So paying attention to the economy news and use also the fundamental. That's the best way forward. And you make better decision, a smarter decision. So this is the end of this tutorial. If you have any question or suggestion, please put in the comment section. And in due course, I will be back again with a good excuse to record another video to answer your specific question. If this video has been useful to you, please give us a thumbs up. If you dislike it, don't go away. Remember to log in and mark it down. I want to know whether you like it or dislike it. Doesn't matter to me. However, if you say, George, that was excellent, outstanding performance with your real Texas accent, feel free to share it on the social media. All right. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. For this video, I'll be posting it at the George Trio YouTube channel. Subscribe today and be sure to click on the notification bell so anytime we record a new video, you will be the first person to be notified. More than 60% of our viewers are no subscribers, which means those YouTubers are watching video without logging in. Log in. Okay, subscribe, click on the notification bell, give us the thumbs up, let your voice be known, make comment, and mark the video down. Doesn't matter, okay? This is it. I would like to take this opportunity to thank that trader that will ask excellent question. As I said to traders before, all right, just send them the question, mate, all right? So the next discussion, I make a mention to traders. The gentleman asked another question, all right? Buy and hold with a specific example. That's a specific question. You say, buy and hold with a specific example. Sell and hold with a specific strategy. Now, how do I know? Because I take note, my friend, and in due course, I record video. So if you are thinking, so recently trader also asked me a question, how, okay, mid cap and small cap influence the stock market. Other traders said to me, Joe, you must review, okay, the copper commodity after 2 months now. So now, all these are noted. Can you hear? There's a book here. Everything is noted. Whether you send me email, everything is noted. And I'm going to them one by one to answer every specific question. The good news is that trader ask question. It gives me a very good excuse as a YouTube creator to come back again and start back in my microphone for 37 minutes. It's good to talk, all right? So thank you for watching, and I will speak to you soon. Happy trading to you all. We are the TSTW, soit S008 traders, talking about the what is importance of economy news in Forex market. Happy trading to you all.